Well, top of the day, everyone. Hope everybody is doing well. Um, as you can tell, we are on our homestead. We have been tinkering a little bit today. We put in some lighting, got some trees started. I just remembered I needed to get these animals fed. So we're about to go and grab some more grass and fill that up. And I believe we'll be putting in some water as well. Um, Not much has changed here. Um, Still got all the bales out there. I'm going to go pick those up, but for now, we're grabbing grass. And we may go ahead and take care of this. I think this is getting up high enough that, well, it's December and apparently we can cut the grass. I haven't had this happen before. Or maybe I just didn't pay enough attention or something. Good evening, Mr. Spunny. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate you joining this afternoon, this evening, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm going to have to get this grass up because I believe we got snow last year in January. So I don't think I want to test out the theory of how well I can pick up grass in snow. Although, you know what? Maybe. But, yeah, we're just grabbing it. Well, I do appreciate you being here. Yeah, like I said, we're going to get um, our guys over here fed. We're going to go double check TMR for the cows here shortly. And we got a few other things we want to do. Just want to top this off because we are going to be, let's see, there we go. We're going to be doing a few things in here, so yeah. And they will be eating more grass because it is December. We've got them on, we do have meadow grass, but, ooh, yeah, they were hungry little fellows. But we do have TMR in our production there. And we do have some in our multi-crop over there, our silo. Not much else going on here yet. We are in December, and I do remember there was some stuff I needed to do in December. But I'll be honest with you, I have been a little bit preoccupied. Oh, Mr. Skeeter, how you doing? How's your weekend treating you? Hope you had a decent week. But yeah, I've been a little bit preoccupied. A buddy of mine who also does content creating, he plays World of Warcraft, and he was having some issues. So I've known him for 30 years or thereabouts. So I told him I'd come give him a hand. Now, I had said that I wasn't going to touch WoW again with a 10-foot pole. But, you know, I'll do what I got to do to help my friends out. So, yeah, I've been over there struggling to try to remember how to do things and blah, 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 and giving him some support to be able to cope with some of the stuff that he's doing over there because he's new to a couple of things that he's doing there. And anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that's got me a little bit busy. Wow. Well, either that's really good timing, Cousin Skeeter, or it's really bad timing, depending on which way you want to look at it. If you've got the money to afford to be able to give them birthday presents, it's very good timing. If you don't, might be bad timing. But hopefully they had a fantastic birthday, Cousin Skeeter. So yeah, anyway, went over and helped him out. Been doing that most of the week. Had a few things in personal life that I've had to attend to as well. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a busy week. Um, Finally had a bit of time and said, well, we're going to get stuck back into Farming Simulator because I do enjoy this. It is quite relaxing. And it doesn't really matter what I'm doing, if I'm decorating or just picking up grass or whatever. It's just kind of relaxing, kind of just chill, you know. Chill is nice sometimes. Actually, chill is nice a lot of times. But happy birthday to both your kids there, Cousin Skeeter. Like I said, hope they had a great birthday. Glad to hear you doing well. Uh, yeah, you're a better man than me. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. I had two, and technically three as an adopted one, basically. That was more than enough for me. Like, nah, I'm done. I'm good. I don't want any more. I'm happy. So yeah, um, not that I mean, like, not that I don't like kids. Well, I, until I was, I don't know, almost in my 30s, I was like, nah, I don't want kids. I don't want to do this. I don't want to get married. I don't want to do none of that. And and then when I had kids, it was like kind of changed my perspective on it a little bit. But on the other side of the coins, I don't really want anymore. Like I think the ones I have is enough. And then I've reached the age now that it's like I really don't want any more because shoot, it's been 20 years or so since I had kids, but I can still remember those sleepless nights and all that stuff. And it's just like nope, nope, nah, I'll pass. Don't want to do that no more. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's faster to pick it up this way or if it'd be faster just to bait it. I mean, it makes it easier just to go in and dump it for the grass for the animals to do it this way. Um, but I mean, this forager is kind of small. I mean, it only holds 16,100 liters. Only problem I mean, I guess I could bait it. The baiter's literally right there. Um, Bait it out, and then what little bit I don't have for, I guess, what little bit I don't use in baiting, I can always pick up in the forager and just go dump it straight into the things over there. Because I do have a trailer over there that can pick up 15 bales. Only problem is that's the one thing I found with those two little devices over there. The hay and silage guys is that they have a tendency when you're dropping bales in them that they don't, they have to be in just the right spot for the trigger. Otherwise, they're absolutely brilliant. They do really well. All right, so they should be good for another couple of months now. We'll go dump the rest of this over here. And as you can see, we put a few trees in here and some lights up there, lights over there, row of trees, some hedging. Just to kind of, yeah, I mean, it is winter, so yeah, the trees don't look quite as good, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so we will drop this off and go grab the baler and go ahead and bale what little bit is left over there. I'm gonna have to do, I think, I'm pretty sure I mentioned in one of my episodes I was going to take and put that thing in to do some stuff. I might do that in this episode instead of testing. Let's put this right. Yeah, there it looks good. It's not looking too bad. I do want to wait until summer comes back around before I continue to decorate because I want to add different trees in besides just the oaks. Um, yeah, that farm production with the 3 dome things. I want to grab it and put it in so that I can start getting the slurry out and the manure and using it to um, make fertilizer and stuff like that. Because I still do have to fertilize. You know, I got this whole field over here, and if I can make my own fertilizer, it would just, I think that would be better. All right, so we'll do this, and it will be won't be quite as quick, but um, oh, probably should put my cruise control on. But it'd be, it, I say it won't, I mean, we're doing 2 miles an hour less than what we're doing with the forage wagon, but we're not making so many trips. So we're just dropping it on the ground. I got to come back out and get all those bales over there anyway. So, um, and we're replanting with oats and sorghum, if I remember correctly. So I think this is going to be the sorghum field again. If I remember correctly, yes, we're going to keep this over here. This field right here is the sorghum field. I think the rest of them will turn into, well, I know the rest of them will turn into oat fields. So, I'm also considering, I mean, we do have over $600,000. I'm considering the purchase of these two, or maybe those three, and turning all of those into nothing but logging. Now, in the original Homestead Act of 1862, once you had your homestead, you could get an additional X amount of land if you promised to turn it all into forestry. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Just getting that, going in, cleaning it all up, and then replanting all of it in like lodgepole pine and doing nothing but logging off that. And then over there where we have our lodgepole pine currently, we would redo that after we cut it down into oak or something along those lines. And just turn it basically into a hardwood plantation, I guess. You don't hear that word bandied about very often in the South for sure. Most of it's loblolly pine tree plantations. which is really odd that you don't actually have loblolly pine in here, like as a tree that you can grow, because it's a fast growing tree. It's fairly straight. It takes about 10 years, 10, 12 years to grow to full height. And it's one of the reasons they use it specifically for logging here in Mississippi. It's a fantastic. Um, it's a soft pine, so it's used for things like house construction and stuff. But it is fairly sustainable due to the fact that it grows so quickly. Which it kind of seems odd to me that they don't have an actual um, tree in game that would do that as far as a logging um, type tree. I mean, I guess technically lodgepole pine would be it, but it still takes much longer for a lodgepole pine to grow than, say, oak. And in the real world, everybody knows to get an oak up to the levels that we're looking at there by the farm, uh, that takes a lot of time. So, not sure where Giants got their information on the oak thing, but yeah, 5 kids at Christmas. Whew, man, I don't know. That would that would definitely drive me insane. I mean, it's bad enough doing 2 kids at Christmas and then turn around and doing family with the Christmas with the family and blah blah blah. I mean, it's like it was an all day event. By the time everything was said and done, I was the mule carting stuff around, um, taking all the presents, then taking the kids in because they done got wore out. And by the time the day was done, I was wore out too. Of course, there was no rest for the wicked, so to speak, because you also had to clean up all the paper and all that nifty stuff. So that was, yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I've been thinking about maybe like when we have a certain tractor, maybe doing a history of the tractor itself, like kind of going into depth into like what year it was made, blah blah blah. Um, I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. I'm big on history. I like history. Um, whether it's World War II history or the history of a vehicle or implements or whatever. I mean, it's really interesting how some of this stuff came about. It's like a baler. Now, who came up with this idea? That's what I'd really love to know. Like, what guy sat there and said, if we just took something that could pile the grass up, I mean, of course, this is just common sense. But, you say to yourself, well, if we find something that would pile the grass up, then we need something to pick it up and turn it into a bale for us. So it's great to have an idea like that to say, it'd be really nice if we could do this, but then to actually implement that idea, now that's cool. And thus we have the working implements that we have today. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, have you ever seen the M3? I think it's the M3 Lee. It's an American tank that was sent into World War II. Oh my God, that was the weirdest looking tank I've ever seen in my lifetime. It was almost like they were like, okay, we have no idea what we're doing. Let's just throw crap at the wall and see what sticks, and then we'll make it. Alright, so we're not going to get another bale out of that, I don't think. Oh, we might. Let's try it. I should have went with my instincts. I don't think we're going to get another bale out of this. Oh well, we'll have a little bit left over. No biggie. Yeah, we got kind of close, but it's fine. Alright, let's dump that out. Oh, turn it off. Send that out. Alright, we will go park the baler up because, I don't know, we'll see if that grows. I think I put this, yeah, I set this up to where I could drive through here. Yeah, the M3 is one weird looking tank. It's one of the strangest looking things I've ever seen. And it's just kind of like, you know, yeah, we think it'll work. As far as I'm aware of, it did not perform well in battle. So, yeah. Bravo to the men that were brave enough to climb in that thing. No doubt. Alright, so we drop that. We will grab trailer real quick. All this will, obviously, we have plenty of grass in our storage right there. So we're going to go grab all the bales real quick, shove them into our thing over there. Mr. Ghosty, how you doing there, good sir? I feel like every time I actually like go to do lives and stuff like that, even recordings, I'm always freaking picking up grass. I mean, I do have freaking cows, so, you know, and we have sheep and goats and all that stuff, so it's one of those things that you're constantly having to make more of. How you going, Mr. Ghosty? How's your weekend treating you? Alright, and then we will... Let's go. So this is easier than pulling 16,100 grass in the forge over there. Well, you can't really load another bale right there. Not on this particular trailer, but I have noticed that you can go in. I'll show you in just a second. Let me get this. I think we'll put it in this one. You can go in and change. Oh, nice, Mr. Ghosty. Well, appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to pop in and say good day. So if you take your trailer, whatever trailer you might have, with universal auto load, I don't know how it is with some of them. If you, let's see if I can fit this in here. If you have a trailer that, say, didn't have that on the back, like that, didn't have that little, this little thing back here, you might be able to fit it on, but you would have to go in and do, Let's repair. Go in and customize. So basically, this is your universal auto load box. Uh, I don't know about on consoles, but on PC, if you press your middle mouse button, it will bring up these little dots like this. And on there, as you can see, so it's got it set up to where it's over on either side a little bit. But we could take and move that if we wanted to fix it to where it would only be right there. Or like if we just wanted to pull it in, or we can extend it out. We could extend it up, so we could possibly put it up to the point where we could fit 4 on top of it. The only problem with that is on some of these auto loads. Let me go to this and the trailers. Like on, I think it's this one. As you can see, you can look at the universal auto load. Now, you can take this and move it back. That doesn't necessarily mean that it will put it back there. It just means you can do it. But I've also noticed if you do this and that, and if you extend it out a little bit, like so, you can fit, I mean, most of your bales will fit on here sideways anyhow. Only problem is what I found is like if you're loading certain things onto this trailer, right? Like apples or grapes or certain other things. If you get too much on here, it literally bogs down your computer. Like will slow your computer down. You'll start stuttering. It acts like you're getting a massive amount of lag all of a sudden. So you got to be really careful with certain trailers. That's what I've found so far. Okay, so we did get all that cleaned up out of there. Yep, excellent. Let's clean up a few of these because we may, if this thing keeps growing, we may be able to cut. But if it snows like it did last year, we ain't cutting nothing. We're just going to look at the snowfall. Yeah, no problem. I mean, it takes a bit of tinkering or so I've found. I tinker around with my trailers to see like what I can and can't get away with. Um, I'm not going to fix it to where this trailer would load so high that it looked like a skyscraper running around because, well, first of all, I don't like tipping over all that much. Um, it's kind of annoying. All right. And if you've got it 5 stacks high, it definitely doesn't like that too much. Yeah, it can. Um, and that's why I say about there is realistic. You might be able to go one more and keep it somewhat realistic, but kind of pushing your luck there. Because well, one of the other things is that if you were loading this with a loader, you probably couldn't get much higher than that anyway. So yeah. Oh, I tell you one thing, the brakes on this Ford, yeah, they are not the greatest. All right, I have to see what I mean by this trigger. Like it's got the triggering thing on it, but like, see if we can't bump this a little bit. All right, got that bit done. So this is usually why I'll do this off stream, because the trigger's a little funny. Okay. Mm, well, that one just does not want to cooperate, does it? Alright, we're doing it this way then. Sorry. Just, not gonna tinker with that all day. We'll try it this way this time. See if that works. Yeah, like I said, it's a little bit of a pain um, to get it in just. See, it's got to be like just the right spot. As you can see, you got to move it. There it is. It's just the right spot in certain spots, and then it'll go in. But I don't. I think they plan for people to use more like a forage wagon, because with the forage wagon, it's easy peasy. Just go straight in, no issues, no worries. With the bales, it can be fiddly. That's it can be fiddly. I don't normally like to use the super strength, but there's just sometimes it's like, look, I'm not messing with this today, because it can be a pain in the butt. Um, Especially if you're doing it like when I initially started doing it, and was taking so many bales out of that out of our storage. Oh man, um, yeah, it was. Let's see, we got four. Okay, okay, four left. All right, so what we're going to do with this is we're actually going to throw. That was 100, almost 100,000 we threw in there each. Now I think they hold something like 800,000. And let's look real quick. Yeah, they're in pretty good shape, so we'll leave that and we'll dump the grass. They are hungry fellows, by the way, because I had them full at one point, and they are extremely hungry fellows. Oh, well, oops. Oh well, it's fine. Didn't hurt anything. All right, and let's see. Um, we're gonna grab wool while we're here. Let's go ahead and move that out of the way. And then move it back in. I like taking full bales to my productions. I'll just put that right there. Okay. Yeah, I like taking full bales to my productions. Half bales kind of messes up my math. So, all right. So we'll put this in. We will grab the water, top the water off for the animals. Double check our TMR. Also need to check our ugh. I need a freaking truck. Um, was it? Oh yeah, I was gonna part this one, grab our water. I need a semi. I've literally got this thing searching for a semi, and it still hasn't done it. January next month is when we will be taking all of our plywood to sell. So I can't wait to see what we do there. Um, should be interesting. We have a lot of plywood. Um, how much water have I got in here? I got a little bit. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and we will go ahead and dump that out. We will grab this one. I'll put this back over here. Something like that. Toss that in there. And I'm going to have to get a bigger tanker as well. I feel like a bigger tanker would be nice. Let's see. I have to back into there. Why don't we do it this way? I think we'll put a little road right here, and then this little corner I'm going to decorate up with plants and stuff. Okay, maybe we should put the road somewhere else because obviously I can't back up for crap right now. I'm going to say that it's the sun shining off of the very bright trailer. Alright, that should be close enough to start filling. But yeah, we've got our trailer just sitting there waiting to be used and no truck. Mm-mm-mm. Alright, so what have we got for pricing? Sorghum. I mean, sorghum is selling pretty good right now, so, I mean, we have quite a bit of it. Straw, not too bad. Why have I got straw? Where have I got that at? Apparently it's stored somewhere. Got a little bit of wheat too. Let's see. Milk. I have to get a milk container as well. Because we do have, our cows have milk. No? Cows. Here we go. Yeah, milk. I got 27, almost 28,000 liters of milk. Jeez. Ah, that's where the straw comes from. There we go. Straw right there. We'll go dump a load in there real quick. Just to top them up. I have 88,000 liters of meadow. Wow. Okay. So yeah, 14,600 liters of water. And I still cannot figure out where that production is losing water at. Let's see, we'll go, I think we'll just double check, make sure this is topped off. Yeah. That, okay, okay. Well, I mean, it is a fair amount of water. I think it's 30,000 liters these hold. Yeah, it's 30,000 liters of food and 30,000 liters of water, so it's a fair amount. And we do have, how many do we have in here now? We've got a full 314 in there. And a full 314 in there, so yeah. Some of those are babies, so they're not actually doing anything right now. So maybe we could put a drive in right here. and then turn this way and do the reverse from here. I mean, honestly, I'm used to driving an 18-wheeler. I probably didn't need that much room to back this in. But that's a decorative tree. I really would prefer not to cut it down because that's the only way to remove it that I'm aware of. Once you put a tree up, is to cut it down, i.e., or delete it with your chainsaw. It costs $1,500 to put that sucker in. Trees, because that's an oak. Yeah, it's 1,500 to put that in. $2,200 to put this spruce, the old spruce in, but it only has like a quarter of what the oaks have. Um, hmm. Outgoing water. Oh, wait. Is this, it's distributing. I don't understand this. Surely I don't have that much water going out. Or maybe that's how much it's willing to put out. I don't know. How much it can put out? I wish it would supply the freaking sheep and goats. That would be nice. I mean, they're literally right here. Why is it not keeping this topped up? Am I missing something? And I am saying I have got it distributing, so I don't understand. I don't know what to do about that. Alright, so that one's full. And then we'll get this one topped up, and then we can move into next month. Those are just hungry little dudes there. I mean, they got the whole head down in that thing. It's just like, nope, the best stuff's on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, I am refilling the tank from it. Well, I don't know because, like, does that, like the barn, the cow barn, does that actually require water? Like, I don't know. I mean, I know that cows require water. That's real life. I mean, that's just, it's a thing. They do require water. But does that particular barn actually require water being piped to it? That's something I don't know. So anyway, it's interesting. Um, like you can tell, like there's some cow barns. Okay, well, see, like there's another sheep pen that I can get. Like there's this sheep pen here. I could put this in, and it doesn't require water at all. So I don't, like it has water in it. You can see it in there, like right there. But I can put this in, and yeah. See, I could put this up here, up in this corner, and just I don't know, maybe like this, yeah, something like that. and just turn this whole thing down so far into sheep. The only problem with that is like these give you 300 per per like yeah. See, that's it right there. It gives you 300 just in this little space. By using this one, I would have to extend the fields to even get 300. Um, because on Welkers I use this one, and I don't know. I probably used up about three of these areas, like the three areas there, just to get 300 sheep. So I don't know. It's yeah, it's weird. It really is. It's weird. I need to figure out where I can dump excess water to. I wonder if I can dump excess water back into the water production or water distribution or whatever it's called. Because now I've used up all that. Um, let's see. Let's go around and see if we can actually, okay, let's stop overloading and see if we can actually dump water back into this spot. Because I'd like to grab the milk. Wait. What is the price of milk right now? Next month it's 1,368. So let's see if we can. Yeah, there's no way to dump water there. I know where we can dump water. Never mind. Yep. I can actually dump water in this if I need to. And then just come back and grab it. So yeah, okay, cool. What else did we have to do? Oh yeah, TMR. Well, that one will take, it will take water. So I tested that theory. Excuse me. Whoa, now, come on. Come on, Grizz, get your backing up stuff straight, dude. What in the world? All right. Let's grab our. I think while we're here, we're going to go ahead and repair this machine as well. So we'll back it up a tad, jump out, jump over this. Go ahead and, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There it is. Go ahead and repair this one. We don't really have to worry about that one, so we will run around back over here, jump in here, go ahead and fuel up. There we go. Fuel up. No. Just brain's not functioning the way it should, I guess. Or my brain might be functioning the way it's supposed to, but my fingers and my mouse hand are not cooperating the way they should be. Alright, let's grab some, nope, not hay, not silage, not straw. There we go. Zoopy zoomy zoomy. There we go. We cannot get through in that spot, but I believe we can cut between these two buildings. Yep, and we can drop this TMR. That should take care of these guys. And we just want to make sure that we're... There we go. I might research some of it and bring it up. I do like it when you're able to actually tip in these places, like in barns and stuff. It makes life a little easier. Granted, you couldn't bring in a in-dump semi-trailer in here, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, let's look at our cows. Okay, we've got plenty of food in here now. That should make them happy. I had I had this thing, this this TMR thing over here. See how if you look at it, where is it? There it is. I've got it distributing, but it's not sending it. So it's really weird. Or maybe it's just me. That's a possibility. It's very true. Could be just me not comprehending. Because even though I played this game quite a bit, I've been playing since FS15. There are still things in this game I don't know. You know, and it's not like you have an instruction manual. It's not like they sent you a manual with FS to say, oh, well, this is what does this and that and the other thing. Sometimes you have to go online and look it all up. Okay, need to clean the tractor. And then we can go park up and go into January. And then we can sell some stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't like it works really well with like greenhouses. Like the greenhouses, when I put that in, I didn't have any problems with the greenhouses. But it seems like if there's anything else, it kind of just loses its mind. I don't know. Like when I was distributing water, and those two silos right there, they're distributing to that production without a problem. But then when I told that one to distribute, it's doing basically nothing. I really do need to buy a pickup truck. Okay. There we go. But yeah, we got all this in. We got some of the lights in. Let me boost this a little faster. Okay, maybe a little bit faster than that. Let's get it dark. That should do the trick. Okay. Let's have a look. See. See? Check it out. Got this light shining down. Got these lights shining. I mean, they're not super bright. Can't remember if the shed's got lights in it or not. But it kind of lights up, and there's a deer. I'm going to put a little bit of there on there. They shouldn't be because the TMR wouldn't go into that. I wonder. I don't know if this has lights in it or not. I don't think it does. We need to fix that, I think. I do. I think we need to fix that. So we can fix that right now. Go to lights. And we do have some little lights that go um is it these? Oh, that's way up there. No. Is it this one? There it is. So I can put, whoops, you put it like right on there. I don't know if that works. Let's see. Come on. I guess we could put it on this post here, maybe. Nope. Let's do the toggling off. That might help. Snapping, I should say. Snapping off. So yeah, that would kind of work. What about this one? Yeah, it's not gonna work. What else have we got here? Mm-mm. I may have to look for more lights. Let's see here. It's not what I want to do. So if we turn this like that, and then we put it like this, I mean, it kind of illuminates it nice, I guess, sort of. How is it looking though? Whoops. What does this do? I mean, that looks kind of cool. This is probably, oh, this is lower. Okay, okay. So like you could put it just like right above this. Interesting. So this light is very bright. I guess we could, I don't know, maybe we'd need to go here. Yeah. It would shine this way. Although I guess we could put it like this. We could kind of fit it in like that, but I don't know, maybe if we turned it this way. Although, I guess technically, wait a minute, I'm way up on top of stuff. Alright, so what if we put it like that? That would be kind of cool, I think. But if we want one of these, now that's the lower one. What's the highest one? That one right there. That might work, right? What do you reckon? I said we could space them out and do it like at each one. I don't know. Or what does this look like? Because this kind of fits pretty good. What is this? Is this higher? Oh, wait. We might be able to work with this. Yeah, I think this one might work. Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. And then we just think about there. Oh, that looks pretty good, huh? Okay. I think it looks pretty good. Others might be like, man, you are being silly. But I do like light. Because, what if you're working? You know what I mean? Like, if you're working out at night, you need to be able to see what you're doing when you get back to your barns. And I'm going to assume, of course, that could be silly of me to assume. I wonder if we did this. This would allow Yeah, that would allow us. Okay, so there's three. Okay, so what we'll do is, whoops, we'll put that one against that very back wall. That, and then we'll put this one against that very back wall. Against that. Uh, just like that. And that kind of like set up the way it should. I wonder if we can put them in here. Might need to go higher though. So actually we'd probably prefer to put it out here. That way. With this one we don't have to light up too much, just kind of the end of it if we're going to go through there. Now like this lights up pretty good. I don't know if this barn has lights or not. I mean, it has keeping the cows warm lights. That's pretty good. But you would want to, I think you would want to make sure that you could see when you're like going to get milk. That would probably be a wise decision. Um, let's see here. No, I don't think we need one there. Now, do these, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Now, I could have swore this one has lights. Yeah, no? No, I don't think it does. Okay. I guess we could sort of do something like this. No, it'd have to be more like this, I think. If we wanted to do it, we'd have to do it sort of about there. Alright, we'll have to flip around and go the other direction. Because now it almost looks like it was supposed to be there. Because we can kind of tuck it in behind that pole. And when we do that, that just kind of makes sure that we are not going to hit it with anything. Definitely won't go there. So then we've got, we don't have a huge amount of light in there, but it's decent. And then we've got decent light over here because we are going to be hooking to these trailers even at night to move food and water, milk, etc. So this looks pretty good. I think we might go with path lights. Let's see if we can figure out exactly where we're at here. One there. I think it goes to about here, and then one here. And then we'll put another one on this. Make sure we line this up. Like that. Like that. And like, where's the grass end? Right about there. So that would be about right. Okay, cool. And we'll put one there and one there. Just kind of, I don't know. Alright, so we can put, wow, wait, what? Why has that got the, ooh, that's weird. That's a cool light. Okay, so I do have a couple of lights. That one, this is what I was looking for. Nope, that's not going to fit. That's not going to fit. Where's the other ones? Um, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. If I do this right, it's really hard to see in there. Let's see. If we pull this, let's see. Okay, so if we put that, whoops. That should make the doorway look better. I mean, you gotta have porch lights, right? I think that should work right about there. Right about there. Alright, let's go have a look see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that. That come up pretty good. And let's see how this worked out. Not very well. I got a little bit of space there that I can fix that later. It's fine. How do we do on these? Yeah, I plowed it straight into the wall. Did it go through? No, it didn't. Okay, well, that's... Okay, alright, you know, that's fair. Alright, let's go into January. Okay, so January, we're probably going to have snow. No, we don't. Amazing. So those are nice. That's shining. Okay. Alright, so we need to go to the sheep pasture. Oh boy. Alright. Let's turn some lights on. Oh, it is snowing. Or is it rain? No, I think that's snow. Fine. It's fine. Okay, so all that can go. I think I don't have any room left in my sheep pasture. I mean, I'm not really sure why the game would have to tell me 50,000 times about it, but yeah. Alright, so we'll grab all the... What? Wait. Did you just not feel like cooperating today, Mr. Goat Milk Pallet, or what? What's going on here? Oh, okay. Fair, I guess. Not sure why it didn't load. Well, that was kind of weird, but okay, sure. Let's bump this up. All right. All right. We just want to get it to where it's more daylight. Okay, got that. Those are done. Sure. Alright, now it's time to go over and empty out our storage. Because we've got all of that now. Of course, that will turn. There'll be more that comes out in 3 minutes in game. Well, 1 minute. Hang on a minute. Why is this grass still growing? There we go. Alright, let's go grab our more wool. Now I wonder, why is it not taking the half? I'm not asking a question on why it's not taking the partial one. because I'm glad it's not, because I apparently did something that it don't take partial anymore. I'm perfectly happy with that. What does wool sell for right now? How much do I have in grannies? Okay, so grannies, sure. Wool. What is wool selling for? Well, we're not going to sell it until April, so it gets stored. Fantastic. Okay, so we can slow this down. Just leave it. It'll be fine. It's not like we're going to do a lot more than just pick stuff up, go sell it. Because it's 28 degrees in game, apparently. And, just the snow falling down makes me cold. I don't like that. So, yeah. We have to go and... Oh, these things are bigger. Wait, what? Oh, hello. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, my friends. You know what this means, right? All these trees are fully grown. Yes, yes, yes. Hello. We're going to have to work on... I think we can tell it to take full or partial, but you have your HUD off. So, oh, okay. I will look at that later. Right now, we're going to go ahead and... Well, okay. Okay. Once this oak tree is at 17.9 meters and at 24,000 liters, it's full grown. If you look at the way they look, and then you compare those to, say, here's a old oak tree. They look exactly the same. So that's how you can look and see. Wait, what was that? 1997. Sold. Sold. Wait, nope. Nope. I didn't want to do that. Sold. Dang it. Okay, first of all, signaling cone? Sure, why not? No. What do I need a signaling cone for? It's chrome. Okay, so back. It is used. How many hours is it on it? 30 hours. Okay. Customize. Don't need a license plate. Buy. Yay. We just got our milk runner. We just need a freaking truck now. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Just be great if they can give us a truck. Well, I'm not saying like give it to me, like I'll buy it, just put it in the freaking used sales. It's not like I haven't paid. I'm paying each month basically to find one, and it still hasn't found one. So that's it's a little painful. Okay, and then what have we got over here? Yep. Okay. Whoopsies. Okay, put that in there. So yeah, 24,000 liters of trees now surrounding this location. I am going to remove some of them. I mean, it is a tree farm. But in saying that, we're probably going to keep... I did not want to do that. We're probably going to keep the ones on either side of the road. So that line of trees there and that line of trees there will stay. The two lines of trees, these really close ones right here, I'm going to cut all that down, and this line will stay. So yeah. What do we got over here? More? What the? the Would you liftable pallets is trolling me today? That's what it seems like. Alright, so we now have beams coming out of there. This is all of our beams that we collected from last month or month before. I can't remember. Maybe a combination of both. So now, apparently, it's just trolling me. That's what it's doing. So, what we can do now is we can get all of our beans. And that, are you? Go there. Hey, you're coming out. Okay, that's the last wood chips. Yeah, that's the last one. Thank goodness. All right. Whew. I will have to go into that UAL global setting thing and have a look at that. Loading filter full only. Yeah, cool. I love it. It's great. It's fantastic. How many more of these are coming out? One more. Cool. Alright. I am. It's fun. I love it. My dream come true. Don't hit the... Wait, what? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. If you really want to go, Mr. Long Planks, you can go. I'm not gonna hold it against you. I need more chips. Of course, another chip's coming out. You can go... Oh, wow, it's dark over here without... Oh, just like I wanted to put some lights over here, too. It's interesting how the top of... You see how the top of that looks wet? And then this looks dry as a bone? Maybe it's just the way the light's in. I don't know. That's interesting. Oh, hang on a minute. Yes! I think. No, I was searching for that, but I have it now. I bought it. Okay, come on, Woodbean. I was just letting time go by, like, not paying no attention. Just, you know, keep on rolling, buddy. Alright, we'll grab some of these wood beans. See how many we can fit on here. Okay. All this has got to go sell. I may cut some of the branches off of these trees. I don't know yet. Whoop. Okay then. Almost, you know, if I was going faster, I'd almost feel like I was in the Millennium Falcon going at a light speed. That would be kind of cool. Just saying. Just saying. 154,000 for that. Excellent. Well, if he does, he's going to get run over because I don't have time to deal with him today. I left my time scale going, and it's 6 o'clock in the afternoon in game time, and I need to get all this stuff sold. Let's see. I do need to come down here because there's stuff I put in here that needs to come out. I believe. Wait. What is it? When is clothes supposed to be good? Okay, so April. And then furniture, I think it is July. Okay. But I do have plywood in here. Actually, no, I have an MDF. Yeah, MDF. Oh, right, of course, because I was in the way. That makes perfect sense. Let's grab I'm pretty sure the MDF is actually this time of the year that it gets sold. But we'll go ahead and grab that. Let's just double check. MDF boards, yes. January. Looks like we got some more clothes and some more bread. Excellent. So let's go ahead and sell this off. This is the only MDF board I have. All the rest of it's OSB plywood. This is the yeah. Oh, that's cool that they've got like the little water droplets on the top of it. That's pretty cool. Yeah. You see how they got little water droplets on top of them? How it's getting wet? Now, obviously, if MDF got wet, it would be bad. That's why you always put a tarp over it. I'm saying this from personal experience. Because I've hauled OSB and MDF boards, it is required that you actually have a thick plastic layer. Like when you load it onto your flatbed, you put down a thick plastic layer on the actual flatbed itself, and then the MDF is loaded onto the trailer. That's folded up and placed over the top of the MDF, and then another layer of thicker plastic is put over the top of that, and then you tarp it to ensure that it does not get wet. Because if it gets wet, it ruins the board. And that is a claim that no trucking company wants to take on because that stuff is expensive. Alright, let's grab the rest of our wooden beams. Excellent. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tell that little one over here. It is a lot of work, but it's one of those situations that it needs to be done for transport. I don't always like it, but you know what? Yeah. Okay, you can sit there for a little bit, run, get warm. Of course, you don't have a cabin on you, so you're going to be cold when I get in you. Alright. Let's see here. We started off with like 600,000, I think it was. So, boy, we're going to be able to do some decorating now. That is OSB. I know it's really hard to tell the difference without daylight, but it is. See how it just came out? That's plywood. That's plywood. So, we like plywood. Plywood's good. Which more is in there? One more pallet. Okay, cool. That means we can fit another 5 pallets on there. 6, 5. Yeah, 5. Yeah, it was about 600-ish. A little over 600. That's fine. Okay, so we got 5 more we can fit on here. We are going to go ahead and hop out. There's only OSB in here. In both. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Alright, so this is what those storages have been for, is to waiting for January. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's fine. Go ahead and load it up. Okay, so if we move back, I think this goes to the left. It does. Okay, now let's reload this. No, that's all it's going to do. That's all it's going to do. Okay. Time to go and deliver this cargo. Sell it off and see what we can get. Oh, man. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Settle down. I think I actually changed the dimensions when I went in there. I thought I had clicked on back instead of, maybe I actually didn't. Because it's actually not supposed to load that high. Otherwise you get going all over the place and flipping around and doing stupid crap. Alright. So this should be a really good payday, to be quite honest. I mean, we already went up 200 plus thousand. So that's pretty good. Maybe I shouldn't run off the road. We definitely don't need to go in the water. That would definitely... Oh, heck yeah, 138,000 for that. Nice, very nice. And then and we still got a lot more to do. I need a pickup truck. Whoops. Alright. Yep, Millennium Falcon almost. Except for the trees. The trees kind of mess it up. Let's see. Yep, once we get it here. Okay, let's do this. Grab this last wood beam. And then we'll go grab these. Okay, now let's go ahead and get this out. I don't know why it skipped that one for some reason. Must have something to do with that. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Okay. Well, probably don't want to do any silly stuff with this because it's a very tall load. think he was doing some stuff at the time that he came in, Miss Dust Bunny. So because he said he was watching with his kids. I think he said he was watching Expeditions Unknown. So he might be a little distracted. Let's see, what else have we got here? Okay, so this means that we can put in that new production that we were looking at doing. And we are going to be able to switch up the sawmills. Now, especially now that we've got our oak trees fully grown. We can replace what little bit of the, okay, 107, that's pretty good. We can replace what would we lose when we remove the two small sawmills. So that would be good. And then we'll look at another possible production on that location as well. But we'll probably and may look at doing increased storage area also, because the two of those there is just kind of iffy, I guess you could say. So we might look at doing a bigger storage. I'm sure I can find a storage that has, or averaging about 70 pallets a year off this wood production, wood chip production. Well, I'd say 70. We're averaging about probably about almost 100. So we would need to get something that had, and if we add more productions over here as well, we may have to look at getting something with about 250 to 400. That sounds about right. Okay, let's see. And we'll do it now because we've finally cleared all these out. So yeah, that would probably be the best bet. This is 5. Have I got room for? Let's see. Okay, that is as much as we can stick on this bad boy. It's 28,000 liters of product. So not too bad. If you will, Miss Dust Bunny, yes. It's fine. We're human. Everybody, you know, we don't always remember everything. I know I don't. I mean, I'm having to write stuff down so that I can remember stuff now. And then of course if I write it down, that's if I don't misplace the paper because I've taken it somewhere else while I was doodling on it for notes and trying to put further ideas in it and stuff. Blah blah blah, and then suddenly I don't remember where I put it, and all my ideas are there, and etc. and so on. So yeah, it's perfectly fine. 1.22 million. Excellent. So this is a, wow, where am I? Okay. Hello, Mr. Taco. How you doing? So we will finish the few that I have left, and that should give us a general idea of how well we're doing. Welcome in, Mr. Taco. Hope you've been doing well. How's your weekend going? Alright, let's see here. We have another beam over there. It can wait. We still have a lot of these OSB boards that we need to take away. Well, we definitely appreciate you being here, Mr. Taco. Alright, let's put these out. What have I got left in here? None. Excellent. So the OSB seems to be working out quite well. The only problem is keeping storage because it only sells best in January. And we have 3 left, and that storage is empty. That will fit. It does. You know what? Let's see if we can fit that. Let's see if we can fit that on. It should fit. It's smaller than the actual OSB boards. Yeah, well, this trader doesn't seem to like it very much, though, does it? All right. Okay, well, that stayed pretty good. Cool. Whoa. Should probably pay attention. This is called Lonely Valley. It's a map I actually got off of itch.io, I believe it's called. It's I actually like the map because it's different. So basically, this is it. Um, I've got these 6. Each square is 17.14 acres. And then, well, sorry. And then you've got down here is where you've got basically your port. You got a mill, and then you got all kinds of other stuff here. So, and then there's an actual pond over here. So it's kind of a cool map. I like it. All right, so we don't need all those lights now. Let's see. We are going to use our newly. I don't know if I showed you guys, but I did make this new area here. I haven't finished it up yet. This is our new storage area here. And I've got my road somewhere over here. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is a road I've got running, my little dirt track that runs through here. Whoops, ran into the field. Oopsies. And this takes us over to our homestead area. There we go. And I think we're just going to park this up and go to bed. There we go. Basically a no man's land. I love that map. And yeah, basically I like playing on maps similar to that. So when I start playing on other maps, it kind of messes me up a little bit. But well, it stopped snowing. It's fantastic. Of course, it did leave a little bit of snow on our hedges. Look at that. That is cool. And it looks like it left it on the top of our. Really? Okay. I mean, we don't have it on the ground, but got it on the hedges, got it on the roof. Interesting. It's not on top of the tra the trailers though. Yeah, huh, okay. I can understand that, Mr. Taco. I can completely and totally understand that because sometimes I just don't like playing on maps that are, I don't know, somebody else's idea of what a farm should be, you know? So, yeah. Wait, let's just double check. Nope, still ain't got a semi, still ain't got my semi yet. Dang it, boy. Alright, so let's see about grabbing this. Okey-dokey. And there's even snow up in the tree branches. Really? Huh. Clever. But yeah, I do like it. Like initially starting off, um, they do have a start area. And it was in this little area right here. Like there's a start farm right there if you want it. And then over here, there was a little something, something. But that was it. Like there's nothing else on the map. So you're free to kind of play it however way you choose, you know, and that's something that I can appreciate from my days of playing No Man's Land. It kind of gives you the freedom to use your own creativity to do what you want to do, and I really like being able to do that. So, all right. Well, as you can see, we made some money. This is a good thing. I mean, we were already at 600,000, but I had plans once we started making some money to redo the commercial area, or technically the timber area, and to start adding more decorations, more trees, increasing the size of our cattle, getting more equipment because we need more equipment, and I think we're reaching the point that we're going to have a real serious thought because we are maxed out on milk right now. I still don't have a truck because I can only get it out of here and I don't have a truck. Um, okay, so I guess we're going to have to do some silly stuff now. Find used. We'll do that. Let's see. I love this Max Superliner. I don't know. I can't help myself. Find used. Right now we'll take any truck because like this is old enough. This is old enough. I gotta look for an older, a pre-2000 truck. See, like that truck right there is not a pre-2000. Um, that's a pre-2000. So find used. Um, that is a pre-2000. That is a pre-2000. This is my peak I keep talking about. So yeah. So find used. Is that a? I think it's a Kenworth slash. Yeah. I don't know. Hang on. Let me look at it for a second. That is technically a Kenworth. Um, I think. Mm, we'll look for a W900. W900s have been around forever. Um, so hopefully between that's one, two, three, four, five, six. Hopefully looking for six different trucks. One of them will come up. It really is. It really is. And since I limited myself to only being able to use used vehicle sales, um, that being able to find is a necessity because I've been looking for one now for 3 months and I'm still waiting. In saying that, I'm not gonna lie, I was only looking for this one. Okay. This is my favorite truck, the 379, basically Peterbilt. So I've been looking for this one. Now I've reached the point that I've got so much milk and I've got TMR piling up, stuff like that. I have to have a truck because I have to be able to move some of this stuff. So, yeah. Um, oh, yeah. Let's go over around this side because I think it would be wise because we have poop over here. So if we set up now, if I can take all this out, it's 19,301. I don't know how much is in here. I'll have to look. And we got 30,000 in here. So if we take and pull that, put it in here, then get rid of this extension. This is not an extension, it's a manure heap. So if we get rid of it, I think we can then put in that production I was talking about right here. I think that's what we'll do. Time to go get the trader. I have to set up just a shop just purely for just the truck and the traders, semi-truck and traders I'll be using. So I might put that right in this area over here. That would actually be a good spot for it right here. Because then I could go that way or that way. I can get to the silo there, get to the rest of it this way. Yeah, I think we might do that. First, we got to find a truck. All right. So let's see. This only holds 18,000. I think we had 19,000 in here. I also have to get a slurry tanker. Hmm. Yep. So Okay, now let's see if we can put this over here. I think we can put it in a multi-fruit silo. If not, because, yeah, let's see if we can dump it in here. Unload here. I'd like to have it, but I mean, the W900 would be fine as well. I'm okay with that. Yeah, no, because if I just tip here, no. Okay, we'll put it into the multi-fruit solid. Um, yeah, technically, that the Kenworth W900 and the P379 are both classified sort of as a square nose. So because, well, not there. Um, so yeah, like as you can tell, it's sort of like a brick going down the road. Um, well, it said I could control I. Um, control I to me is dump here, not into the pit. But I can put it into my multi-fruit silo for the time being, which is fine. Um, I just need to clear this particular manure heap away because for some reason it worked and then it didn't. I have no idea. And then I put the manure heap in and it is working as intended, basically. All right, so if we take this and move this over here out of the way, and then we go into this, we should be able to sell that off. Okay. And then we will go to factories. And it should be right there. There we go. And then we'll put this one. I think we'll put it like this. If we back it up right against that, we can have it. Yeah, I think it'll work because then we can have it. Should I put it? No, I don't think. I think we need it. I think we need it sort of about right. Right there. Okay, and then that way, let's get to this. Grab our, where is it? There it is. So we're going to do that. This needs that. Then we're going to put, oh, it's fantastic. I love this thing. I haven't used it as much as I probably should have, but I am remedying that situation right now. I actually have it on uh, my other series I'm doing as well. The one tile, not the one tile challenge. I don't know what I'm thinking. The what's it called? Crud. I can't remember. My brain just. I gotta fix that too. It's in the wrong spot. The total domination challenge. Yeah, that's it. Total domination challenge. That's what it is. Um, I've got it on that one. I really like it. Yeah, we don't need. Okay, let's see here. Should have really looked back there before I placed this. Then we'll do that. We'll keep the concrete there. Then we'll sell that back. Go back to productions. Yeah, that one. Ultimate domination. Because I did place that wrong. I shoved it into the, okay. Before we do that, let's go here. Where's concrete? Concrete. We'll go ahead and concrete all this. Right. That should do better. I can tinker around with cleaning it up after I place it in. Okay. So now we do have toggle snapping. We need to put toggle snapping on. And we do need to put toggle free mode on. Just make sure that this is not actually going into this other building. Alright, so that should solve that problem. Excellent. Okay. So let's clean this up. Alright, so we'll bring you in from here. Where's my... Wait, concrete first. So we'll want to put a little bit of concrete here. Like so. And then... I might leave that. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll deal with that later. But we do need gravel. That's what we need because we're going to be coming from here to there, making that round. Okay. So we'll extend that out. We'll move this over this way. Move that that way. So now we are able to get through there. And then concrete. We do need to have enough. Alright. Concrete dirt right up in here. So that you can come through here. Just regular concrete there. Then we should be able to yeah, I need a little bit. Where's the... There it is. There we go. Alright, so let's back up and start filling the trailer, and then we'll cover... I'll do the edging and stuff like that to change up the edges and stuff later. Alright, so we can start filling this. Excellent. Okay, then we'll go dump this into... So we should be able... Put this in here. How much slurry do we have? I need to check that. Slurry. Where's our slurry? 73,000 liters of slurry. Gotta get a slurry tanker. And manure, we're down to 13, so that's good. Probably need to put some more straw in here at some point. Yeah, straw. I'm going to put more straw in. Okay. So what we're planning on doing with this is we're planning on making some stuff, our own fertilizer for one thing in this production. Because we do have crops that we'll be placing in and fertilizing, etc. and so on. So if we can make it ourselves, why not do it? But anyway, guys, been going for about 2 hours now. I think we're going to call it here. I'm going to do some more decorating. I'm going to do some more working on a few of the things I need to do around here, but not tonight. I've got a couple of other things I have to go do, one of which is go eat. So I am aware. One of the reasons I am looking for a tanker. I have a tanker. I have a milk tanker sitting right there, ready to go. But I don't have any, like, I don't, there's another one right there, but I don't have anything to pull it with because I'm limited to using the used vehicle sales. So, um, I might have to disconnect from this and go get my Joskin and dump what water's in it and yeah, use it to pull some of the milk out because this is ridiculous. But anyway, uh, I do have to get out of here, guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Appreciate you spending time here. I know time is a precious commodity, so I greatly appreciate you spending it here with me. You take care of yourselves, and we will catch up with you later. Hey, talk to you later.